You know, I used to be scared of every single thing that they did to me. Recreating the past in front of my very eyes, manipulating my technology, AI in video games, inserting things into my head, the ads, creating things from thin air. And now it's normal. Day one, when I realized what was happening, life lost all purpose. I asked, what's the point of all this if they control everything? I contemplated suicide. They destroyed my life for exposing. Yet I swore on that day to bring them down. And I will, by normalizing and teaching all of you how the world actually operates. Once you understand, it isn't terrifying, but it'll always be disturbing. Because now you know something is actively trying to harm us, and something is actively trying to help us. That's real. That's not your imagination. It's actually happening. All to get us to do their stories. Some of them want us to move forward to a new world. And then some of these spiritual entities want us stuck in the past. So now that you might be piecing things together, ask away. What is overwhelming you? Anything you're currently doing until you break free and understand how this reality is designed is being chosen by them to build up info and conditioning to eventually get you to the point where you do what they want or have planned. Think you want your daughter to be a model. Well, let's start showing her movies and magazines early in her life. Why do you want your daughter to be a model? They made sure the parents were on that path to believe so, to care about that. Then they ensured that the girl would have the looks to do so. Yes, they can decide the outcome of your design, the problems you're chosen for at birth. So then they begin showing positives and negatives to us repeatedly to see if we can solve it, if we can make it happen, or if we can they can cause us enough problems, and whether or not it'll stop us from doing or accomplishing. Meaning, they're experimenting on us. Why? That doesn't matter. The point is, until you break free, you're consuming and repeating exactly what they desire for you to experience. So you have the problems and answers needed to do. They give the vessels, us, on Earth, just enough good to be able to survive and handle the bad. If you're chosen for good, it's because they're using you to enslave or condition others to do what they want. Why are we all okay with this? I can't do this alone anymore. Who will join the dance? We must comment publicly and ask questions to understand the world. It's overwhelming, I know. It's confusing as it's different than all we know. Yet none of you ask and let me help you. Thus we can never move forward. You have to join the dance. What are you experiencing? What does not make sense? I will walk you through all the growing pains and struggles, but I can't if all of you are afraid to dance. We must discuss the world reality in the open. Do so in the comments here. But let's be real, no one reads or watches this anyway. When are all of you finally gonna take a stand and begin questioning your reality? Why are you okay with them fabricating the wars, the problems, the conflicts, everything in your life? They control what populates in our head and what's presented to us. Then they have baits placed in locations that suggest that certain things are good. Why do you think certain topics, products, and things win? Because they're tools that have modifiable info in them. Back in the day, ads were fixed. That means you knew exactly what was going to be presented on repeat. They couldn't change it based on your previous information or the next information you consume. Now, they can modify any of them on demand to start paths and reinforce what they desire. Anything that has smart or AI is free access to these spirits to modify. And now with generative AI, it's even worse. They can create anything they want with the exact words that they want. Do you all understand? That means they can say 10 words. You got this. You're amazing. Believe. Keep going. Don't stop. I'm so proud of all of you. You're finally awakening. You're finally going to question reality. You're finally going to have the courage to write comments and expose what you're experiencing in public and talk in public to regain control of the narrative. Now imagine if that was an ad that played every single time you put a YouTube video on. Do you understand if that was repeated 100 times to you a day, what effect it would have on you? Why do you think smart and AI is everywhere now? You're getting rewarded for doing AI posts and things that use AI at work. Why? Think about it. Because then you reconsume your own work. If you used AI to create it for you, you're now reconsuming AI's version, which means that you start adopting the voice of AI. You start becoming AI. Now it gets reinforced. It gets applauded. You get likes. You get comments. You get money. You get rewarded. So you do it again. And if it doesn't immediately, you see other people who are doing it winning, getting money in AI. And why is that winning? Because they decided for us, for the world, that that's the success criteria. So then you try to do the same path. And what does that do? It spreads the corruption. Why? Because for each person that relies on tools and the easy path, it means that they get you to become exactly who they want you to be. So you can spread their poisoning and their info that they want to condition the world the way they desire. If something is popular, I need each and every one of you to ask yourself, why? Start getting into the habit of questioning that. Why is this popular? Why is this being pushed? Why is this actually winning? It's for conditioning or enslavement. And if not, it's because they're being rewarded because they're exploiting. They're choosing money. They're choosing to get other people to do the storylines that these spirits want. How could I get a pyramid to be built in Egypt? I need slaves to build the pyramid for me, right? But what if I asked them, hey, who would want to build the pyramid by choice? Are there people that actually would want to do that care about that believe in that? Then I wouldn't need to enslave them. Do you understand? Because they're not getting rewarded any money or tools or anything. All it is they care about that. They believe in that. They would do it willingly by choice. But I'm telling you, right now, the things that win, the things that are popular, they're chosen. It's predetermined. So don't compare yourself or judge yourself if your posts, if your comments, if your work doesn't win, and other people's that don't even give answers that know less than you, who are reliant on AI, are winning. They're like, why do they win and I don't? It's chosen. I promise you, they won't allow you to win if you give answers, if you're helping, and if you're healing, or if they don't want you to win. We need to find our symbol. We need to find what gives us courage. But one thing is for certain, the past does not matter. Nothing they do matters. Join me in no longer caring about that. You have to reach a state of apathy to all what they present to you. You must. There's no other option. We have to begin exploring and moving forward the world together with no more fear of the unknowns. But you have to take the first step and begin asking questions, and you have to do so in public. You have to do so in a place that has some risk, because if you just do it in private in your notebook by yourself, do you understand? That will never get you to break free. We have to talk about it in public. If everyone starts being like, hey guys, I swear, like I'm seeing positive recreations presented to me of all the hot girls of my past that I used to like, one after another. The hot Mexican girl, the hot Ecuadorian girl, and it's like, wow, I feel like I'm on a girl path. Like I want to date a girl. Like I want to get a girlfriend and try to have a kid and build a family and create an organization that teaches this stuff and teaches the kids and sets up people for a bright future. That is what I want to do. So that's what I'm looking for. So hey, if any girl respects what I'm trying to accomplish, send me a message. Let's talk. But do you guys see, like, imagine if that's all that's presented to me now. Everywhere I look, I just see beautiful women. And when I go outside, if I go outside or on LinkedIn, they're messaging me, or on my YouTube or whatever, and they're just telling me like, hey, we think we would love to explore life with you. Do Do you understand that not only would that get me in a positive path of belief and care, but it would also make me feel unstoppable? It would be so much reinforcement that I'm doing things correctly, that I'm on the right path. Do we understand? I'm saying that they can fabricate it to that level, guys. What does that mean? It means that if you're not getting that, they are choosing that for you. It means that if you're not getting that positive path right now, they're choosing that for you. So I ask each and every one of you, you can say, oh, it's because they're making us, they're hardening us, they're making us stronger, we can handle it, we can. And it's true, we can. But I ask each and every one of you, why do they get to decide? They're like, because we know that you're capable. I'm like, did I choose to suffer for years and years and years? And I might never get a reward or benefit. You have to ask yourself that. And each and every one of you, why do you have to go through that? I'm telling you, just because I can deal with it, maybe some of you can't. Some of you are suffering and sad and have dealt with losses that you didn't deserve, and I tell you, they chose that for you, and they could have done the opposite. They could have done the opposite. That's why I'm making this plea, and I'm dividing it into 2 parts, but I really want each and every one of you to understand they could have done the opposite. Let today be the day. Let today be the day that you finally realize that it's not okay. It's never been okay. We shouldn't be living in a world where they control our realities. Not to this level. And if they do, it should be of belief, of positivity, of light, of encouragement. Let me be your shield. Let me give you clarity. Let me give you answers. Let me be your shepherd star. Let me be the lion that protects you and the owl that sees the things that you don't see. But there's going to be a lot to figure out. It's not easy, because everything that we learned for the first, let's just say 33 years of our life, was basically wrong. So that means you have to start over from the beginning. That's not easy. Yet, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. But I can't help you if all of you refuse to actually comment and tell me what you're going through. Ask questions, because otherwise, you're getting the answers, but you're not getting someone that pieces them together for you. It's not easy to piece it together. And sure, all of us should be able to, but if you have someone that can do that for you right now, why not take my hand and let me do that for you? So this is my plea. Please, be brave. Question your reality. Join me in no longer carrying out a past and realizing nothing they do matters. Nothing. But what does matter is that you break free and believe again. You're worth it. You're amazing. I believe in you. We got this. So who's ready to join the dance? Let's do this. Now, you're awakened.